Hello, hello, hello. Let's have another nostalgia fest, shall we? Shall we cast our minds back to the 28th of October 2003? I know where I was. Where was I? I was at the Queen Elizabeth Hall watching Steve Hackett on his To Watch the Storms tour. My goodness. Yeah, this was a thrill because I hadn't seen Hackett at that point live, because you've got to remember back in the old days, people like Hackett. Well, I never saw him touring. Now, there was a period where there was like not many tours happening, or maybe I'd missed them. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. But he didn't seem to tour like he does now. So this was like the first major tour that I was aware of his. So we went, and yeah, like I said, it was a big thrill for me to see him perform, because again, for me, he's one of me influences, I suppose. He's one of the guitarists that I like a lot. Even though I'm regarded in Hackett circles as the Howard Stern of prog, I think I'm greatly misunderstood. I think I'm misunderstood. Like I said, I like his stuff. Not so much, modern stuff's a bit, bit by the numbers, but that's the way it goes. The gig opens with Mechanical Bride, which is a homage to that band and their song off that album, the first song off the first album. It's a homage to that, even with the strobe lighting. But an enjoyable opener, because it started from darkness, strobe lightning, da, 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 da. And that's how that band would have opened their gigs back in '69, with that song, strobe lighting. And so I like that. That was cool. And then there's a complete flip side, Serpentine song, which is probably the best song from To Watch the Storms. Yeah, I think I can say that. Then we have Watcher of the Skies, Hairless Heart, Darktown, Camino Royale, Pollution, The Steps. Then he did a nice acoustic set with Jacuzzi, which was interesting. I did do an actual write-up of this. I did do an actual review. And he was with the Jacuzzi bit and the Horizon. I think he did Horizons. Did he do? Yeah, did Horizons. Doesn't mention it on the. Does it mention? No, it doesn't mention it on the Setlist FM page, which I'm using as a reference. And yes, John Hackett came out for Jacuzzi, it was good to hear that stripped back. And then we've got, again, there's a variety of material that he used. Walking Away from Rainbow, Slogans, Every Day, Please Don't Touch, First the Fifth, Wall of Knives. I wonder what that was. I can't remember where that one's from. Vampire with Healthy Appetite from Guitar Noir, Spectral Mornings, Brand New, which is a real poppy one. Myopia, not a big fan of that one. That's from, then there were Till We Have Faces, Los Endos, and then the encore was Clocks, Angel of Mons, and In That Quiet Earth. So yeah, what a great set list. Though even at the time, me and the missus kind of said, there's a lot of Genesis stuff in there, isn't there? There's quite a bit of Genesis, in the set list. Even back then, because I'm looking at my review. But yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was a really good gig, and this is what I miss. When I'm critical of what he does now, it's the sheer variety of, like I say, you've got Myopia, Clocks, Slogans, Camino Royale, as well as, I think there's only a couple of songs from To Watch the Storms, which we thought was crazy, because it's that's the album he was promoting. We thought there would have been more from that album, but he did cover an awful lot of his past, and those were the good old days, you see. And you don't get that now. You get all this Genesis stuff, and I really enjoyed I really enjoyed this because as a fan, you know, you would, wouldn't you? You'd enjoy it. It was good. It was good stuff. It was strong stuff. It was good squishy, you know. Though the internet, I'm reading my own review. The funny thing was the what happened during Hairless Heart, Darktown. And so I thought, I don't like that one. I'll need the toilet, because you do, didn't you? You have to pop out, especially if you've been to the pub beforehand, and we had been. Those were the days, and they wouldn't let us back in. They said we had to wait until the song stopped. And I think there was I don't know if he did one of those medley type things. But we there was a big group. There was about 30 of us all waiting to go into because we'd all popped out, and then they wouldn't let us back in again. And I'm thinking, oh, this time's getting on. And I joked. I said, oh, we could rush them. There's enough of us. There's only a couple of them. We could take them on. And everyone looked at me like I was threatening to storm Buckingham Palace, you know. And I thought, I was looking at my watch. I think, oh God, the missus is going to come out looking for me. And she did. She popped her head round the door. Go, what's going on? I said, oh, these bozos won't let me back in again. And they said to her, oh, you've got to come out. You know, you've got to come out. And I thought, well, no one's telling the missus what to do. And she went, no, bugger that. And she went darted back in again. But that caused us to all rush in, because they'd lost concentration. She provided a diversion. And so I missed a bit of the gig, thanks to the overzealous nature of the door people. And that's never happened to me before at a gig. They've never made you wait between songs. You know, I don't know if someone was just being really officious and being like, maybe had a bit of a bad day, maybe his girlfriend or boyfriend had left him and he was just taking it out on us. But I've never ever been to a gig where they've stopped you from re-entering the auditorium whilst the songs are playing, you know. Ridiculous. But anyway, that was a memory. But it was a good gig, really good gig, and I miss those days. But yeah, 2003, what a lot of gigs. There's one more left, and we'll do that after this. But yeah, those were the good old days. I'm feeling nostalgic. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thank you. Hopefully you've remembered with me. Maybe you were there. Don't forget to engage. Comments. I don't know. I'm fed up trying to guess what YouTube wants. But yeah, what a memory, eh? What a memory. So many memories. And anyway, so I've been talking about Steve Hackett, 28th of October 2003 at the Queen Elizabeth Hall. Thank you for joining me. There's only one more thing left to say, and that is ta-da!